guy sitting in a dark room that smells like bad cucumbers.
Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Inconceivable!
Now featuring 11 listeners.
This is the Unique Geek.
You slimy scumbag, get on your face and give me 25.
This is the Unique Geek.
And welcome to another edition of 50 Days of DragonCon, the podcast that is 2 steps away from using a walker. And joining me, as always, is the lovely, the vivacious, and only aged like a fine wine, Leigh.
There you
How
go.
you doing?
Hi, I'm okay, but you're very, 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 very loud.
I typically am very loud, yes.
I don't ever think of you as being very loud, honestly. But yes, I'm good. I'm good. It's been a kind of crazy 24 hours. But I am now looking at DragonCon, the website, and we got some artists, Stephen Green. We got some new Triforce Quartet, which is a string quartet. Oh, I can't wait. Playing original covers of video game music.
Cool.
Awesome.
Those are
The
always
Taj
awesome.
Motel Trio, ska punk band from North Carolina, which 4-piece horn line. Dude, I'm there. I don't know about anybody else. I can't wait.
We should mention. We should mention at the outset that this is our first live show back out of the season. And Kung Pao Kirby says, "I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it." Sarah says, "Hi, John Lee, love you."
Hi, sweetie.
And of course, Sharon says, "Hi, everybody." So,
So it's
hello.
okay to see everybody. We're so glad
and Red
that you're
Nerd,
here.
hey. Yes, we are.
We are absolutely amazed. And, yeah. No, you go
You're
first.
saying,
You have
no,
something.
you go first. No, you go first. No, you go first. No, you go first. You hang up first. No, you hang up first.
I'm not hanging up. If I do hang up, however, there is bad weather in Atlanta, and
Oh, there's bad weather here.
internet doesn't
Just so
always
you
help.
know, climate change isn't a real thing, Lee. I swear to God.
Yes, it is.
I've been living in Florida all of my life,
Yep.
and this is the first time that I've seen in the area that I live, it has never gone over 100 ever as an actual
Really?
temperature.
Okay.
Right. Because of the way we're situated, it's kind of impossible because of the way that the wind goes across the water and everything cools everything off. But I have never seen it say, and it literally said this today, feels like 117 outside.
100 and
Yeah.
that sounds like Phoenix.
It was.
That's bad.
I wanted to complain about the lawn folks not finishing mowing today, but then I was also like, yeah, they probably also passed out.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna complain. They shouldn't be outside right now. So anyway, what were we talking? We're talking about DragonCon. Why am I talking about the weather?
DragonCon.
And the weather. And by the way, Atlanta is just that much closer to the sun than Tampa
We are,
is.
however, it only got up to 91 today, last I checked, and it did not say we felt like 107 or whatever. It actually pretty much felt like 91.
117. 117.
That's a ridiculous number.
It was ridiculous.
I
If
will
I'm to
also
believe my
say-
phone. But my phone lies to me all the time, so what do I
Well,
know?
I'll believe your phone on that one. I will also say, folks, for those coming in late August, early September, this does not bode well. The last couple of years for DragonCon, it has been that we've had very nice weather. And the great thing about the weather has been that the last couple of summers in Atlanta, it's been kind of moderate. We have not been, oh my God, we're going to die. I literally walked out the house today at 9 a.m. and I felt like I was already swimming in the air. The humidity is ridiculous. The heat is ridiculous. Just be ready, y'all, because this probably ain't going by Labor Day. So dress appropriately, drink a lot of water, all of those things. There's water in every hotel and it's free. Woohoo! So,
Yeah, I mean, we sound like some old crotchety people, don't we?
we are old crotchety people because that's why I said it's been an interesting 24 hours. Last night I had to go to the ER with my husband, and he's fine.
Oh, whoa.
folks. Yeah, he's fine. But he has his first kidney stone, John.
I hear that's just like having a baby.
I hear that.
It's absolutely 100% comparable.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, right, whatever. But I will say that, it's his first. We're trying to figure out what we're going to name it. We can't wait. But it really does make us it reminds us, at least the two of us, that we're old farts. And
We are.
What? We got two old farts waiting to come on because they're at the old farts track, which is not really the name, but that's what I'm calling it right now. Hi, Joe. Hi, Gary. Welcome the people that actually are American Sci-Fi Classics. Lee's name, the old farts track. Hi.
Hi.
I got to change all my posters now.
No, please don't.
Yeah, I mean, have you gotten that cleared by Regina?
No. Yeah.
Oh.
Whoa. Regina, I was making a joke. It's a bad joke, but I was making a joke.
I'm thinking it's not a bad idea.
It's not. It's
Well,
really
but wait a
not.
minute, though. You guys only go back. I mean, a show only has to be off TV 10 years to be in your track.
Yeah.
Tell me what American Sci-Fi Classics is, actually.
The best track at DragonCon.
Yeah.
Well, of course. Of course.
I mean, it's been scientifically proven.
Well, that's great because you're also going to have, a new panelist this year. So I'm excited too.
Yeah, we are welcoming for the very first time to the American Sci-Fi Classics track panel clubhouse. Miss Leigh Bennett Connor, she's going to be.
Wow, who's that?
I'm going to be there. I don't know. Some lady.
And what bet did you lose?
They didn't lose a bet. They said they wanted me. Aw.
Wanted, forced, one or the other, held at gunpoint. Who knows?
Tomato. All right. So, but yes, it's the best track. But what is it? I mean, explain what it is, actually. It's a short. I know you guys do this every year, but we want to hear it again.
Thank you. It's stuff that's been movies that are older than 10 years. And it varies. And shows that have been off the air for more than 10 years. But a lot of movies, like the first movies you might think of, or the first TV shows you think of as being off the air, other tracks have those. Mm-hmm. So we have. Well,
no, wait. You have some shows. I mean, you have the Bionic Woman and the Bionic Man.
Sure.
Correct.
Wonder Woman.
Correct.
A lot of Saturday morning cartoons, because there is no such thing anymore as Saturday morning cartoons, which hurts my heart. Oh, it hurts my heart.
Well, it's just because you're old. Again, you have that nostalgia that
yes, that
you remember. You remember when Saturday was not just another day.
I do. I remember when it was so good to wake up early on Saturday morning. Days you couldn't get your butt out of bed. 5 days a week you couldn't get your butt out of bed. But on Saturday morning, your little fuzzy butt was up at 7:30 figuring out which channel, trying to get to ABC the best way.
Hey, I remember getting up at 3:30, 4 in the morning so I could run out to the TV with the volume as low as possible, waiting for the farm report to end so we would get to the cartoons.
Oh, there we go, Jerry. I like it.
Brandon says it's the track that makes you feel older every year it comes back.
Yep.
Well,
that's a good one.
We're not going to stop. So that's on y'all if y'all feel old, because we ain't old.
No, well, y'all aren't. Some of us did.
Oh no! We're approaching triple digits rapidly. I'm just saying you're not old.
If we added up all the ages on this, I think we might barely be close to 200.
Well, you see, that's why we strictly work in a geologic scale, so that
good. Oh, I like that.
Quite young.
So we are, because I've been watching a lot of dinosaur shows. So we are in the period of modern history.
Exactly.
Awesome. The part of history that you never got to in U.S. or world history classes because they always started back in the middle of nowhere when you're just like, okay, whatever. I really rather know about that. But okay, awesome. So what are some of the shows? I mean, I know we've already talked about wonderful movies, the movies that you can think of. I would think Space 1999
would
be a show.
Yeah.
Which is now, I have found all these shows on Roku that I didn't know. There are all these, Y'all, if you get nostalgic, Roku is free.
Yeah, ladies
Download
and
it.
gentlemen, on behalf of the American Sci-Fi Classics track, you're welcome.
You're
for
welcome.
All
Yes.
of the old shows being available on all these things. We can only assume, Gary, it's because of our efforts.
Oh, absolutely. Why else would it be?
Right.
I don't
Exactly.
But
Also, Roku, by the way, we are not a sponsor, but boy, oh boy, we would love you to be one. Sorry.
Yep.
Gary,
hey,
go for it.
Tubi, hit us up.
Yeah,
Tubi.
Roku, Tubi, Me TV. So yeah,
Rudy?
pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. If you think about it, we'll do a show on it. We'll do Bigfoot and Wild Boy.
Yes.
We've done Manimal. We've done.
Oh boy. Manimal.
Mm-hmm.
Well, are there any new 10-year-old shows this year? Sharon is asking that on our live feed, and that's actually a great question. You got any new ones?
We haven't been officially signed any new shows this year.
Okay.
But we are going to have panels for people who are closer to the 21st century in age.
Yes.
We've got our roll panel, in fact, is going to be this year. It's going to be about movies from 1998.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, we are definitely catering to the 90s kids. We're doing, in conjunction with the Needless Things group, we're doing a look back at 1993.
Mm-hmm.
And the big properties of that year, as Joe mentioned, the roller panel of 98. We're also doing a little bit of a look back at 2003.
Oh
yeah.
Goodness, what was in? Boy, 2003 doesn't sound like that long ago. But
It doesn't seem like it's that long ago, but it's 20 years ago, Lee.
I know. You know,
It's
how
20
I know
years
that?
ago.
You know how I know that? My child's
Because-
24.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was born in 1999.
So what was happening in 2023? I don't even know that. What was happening in 2003?
Yeah, what was happening in 2003? Yeah, you're in the year of the aughts. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The naughty oddies, I think I've heard people call them, because you have to call it something.
There you go. So what? Yeah. Oh wow. So what are the movies that'll be in Roll a Panel from '98? Do you know, or can you tell?
I could tell.
We can tease. Yeah, we don't want to give away all the.
I'm going to give away all 20.
No,
But both.
We're giving only 19.
Okay.
Leave one for the imagination.
1998 was the year that there were not one, but two meteors hitting the Earth movies.
Oh, really?
Oh my
that
God,
was then?
that's right. Armageddon and
Deep
Asteroid?
Impact.
Deep Impact. That's the one with Taya Leone, and she was dating David Duchovny, and I was really happy when she died at the end. Sorry, that's really petty. Totally admitting it.
What did you she could have been a guest on the X Track? Come on.
We would love her to
She
come
wasn't
back.
actually on X Files. She was just married to Duchovny.
I would be fine with that too. But I'm not in X Track anymore. But I bet Deb and Jen would find a place.
I'm sure.
So that would be great. So somebody is saying, Sarah is saying Practical Magic came out in '98. That's one.
It's on the die.
It's on the die. So now we got 3 on the die. What else?
Let's see. Blade.
Oh, the Wesley Snipes Blade. Oh,
Ground Zero of the MCU.
Technically speaking, the first one was Howard the Duck a few years earlier.
Yes, it was.
But
Well, wasn't Fantastic Four before that?
It was not
The,
officially released.
No, that one.
Corman made it, and they put it in a vault.
Direct to
and it's
Venezuela.
never, ever been seen again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we've
Actually, can we? I've never seen
totally
it.
Oh yeah, it finally got a release because Corman likes money.
Well, it's David Ogden Stiers, not who I think's a great actor, but David Ogden Stiers as a little bit
That's just
well-fed Martian Manhunter. I would have loved
is.
to.
That's
a good way to put that.
That's a different thing. We've shown the Fantastic Four pilot at our track during a thing that we'll talk about shortly. We have not yet shown the unaired Justice League TV pilot, which is amazing.
Is that Is that the one with David Ogden Stiers?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I would love to see that at some point. That
Well.
Is it on the level? Is it on the level of Sharknado? I mean,
Sharknado has a better production budget.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
John and I are both like, oh my. We're doing our
The-
George Takei right here. Oh my.
Oh my. Yeah. The Atom fights a mouse in the unaired pilot, and I think they filmed it right after the Batman movie. It was in the early to mid '90s when they filmed it, and everybody, all the heroes, had masks with big sunken in eyeballs, so they all looked like. Well, they all look terrifying. Even like the Flash is scary. But good luck.
The current Flash is a little scary too. But anyway,
Ezra Miller can be a little scary too. But again, great actor. But sometimes a little scary. Okay.
Sometimes.
And does everybody know what roll-a-panel is?
Yes. Why don't you explain that, please?
Well,
I do.
Okay. Here's what we do. We have
there you go. John loves playing with the thing.
Too many things to talk about. We have the entirety of sci-fi recorded history since that no one else has called. So every year for the last several years, we've picked one year that's having an anniversary, 20th, 30th, 25th. And we'll do a roll-a-panel with 20 movies from that year, and then we'll just have a big lightning round panel with as many panelists as we can gather up on stage.
I think I'm on that one too, aren't I?
I think you are.
Everybody
I think
is.
I am. Oh, everybody and their brother in the Old Farts track. Okay, got it.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's good. Come on. Sure.
And that what we do is for an hour we just try to get through that thing. But a nice bonus is we have a customized giant size 20-sided die that some very cool guys have made for us, and we auction those off at the end of the DragonCon week, and all the money goes to the DragonCon charity.
Well, that is a great way to gain money for charity. I love it. Now, all schedules are tentative.
Yes, until they've happened.
They've happened, and actually probably about an hour after.
Yeah.
What is the tentative time or day of what is the tentative day right now of this one, so people can go on and be like, all right, I'm gonna look for it.
Monday.
Oh, that's a good time for a panel like that. That's an awesome idea.
We started doing it on Monday. It's like just kind of a nice end of the con.
Yeah, that's a good way to send everybody off. I like that. That's a great idea. That is a great idea.
We do panels until about 1 o'clock, I think, on Monday, just because I know that because there's nothing like that Monday feeling on DragonCon of I don't want it to be over.
Yeah. I've got to go back to reality. I don't like reality.
No.
Reality is bad. Yeah, gotcha.
Sarah Rose points out in 98 Ever After came out, and that also apparently the 1998 original movie version of the classic musical Cats. I did not know there was another version of said film.
It is good segue. It is actually one of what they call the recorded stage, I think, but it's basically they recorded live performance of the original play, and like the Hamilton they just did on Disney Plus, where they recorded the performance.
Gotcha.
Right.
Okay, and she did point out that this time it had way less buttholes.
Yes.
Can I give? I want to give Sarah Rose points for every asterisk that she put in that word.
Yeah. There you go. Pro shot.
Yep. No.
Yeah. There you go. Pro shot is a term. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yes.
I don't know what pro shot means,
Cool.
but I do want to say something. Sarah Rose, have you seen those little things that like go over your cat's tail, and so they cover your cat's tushy, so people don't see it? And all I could think of was an adult product when I saw those, because I didn't need that for my cat. So
I'm just wondering.
I'll
if
talk to you
get
later about that, Sarah. But yeah,
I'm just wondering if you get that, who cleans it?
not me.
Because
not it.
it's in the blast radius, shall we say?
Yes, it is. So yeah, okay.
And being a shiny dangling thing, wouldn't it be more drawing of the eye to that area, which is what we're trying to avoid?
One would think. All right. So this is the roll a panel, which I love. And you guys have a set time limit. What did you say it was? 2 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever.
We
2.5 minutes.
2.5 to 3 minutes and a timer, but some movies don't need as much discussion, so we buy time for them.
Yeah.
I bet I can guess those movies. I'll look up 98 movies.
Yeah,
Sci-fi fantasy from 1998. Yeah.
One year we put I forget what year Battlefield Earth came out, but it was number 1 on the die, the critical fail, and somebody hit number 1, and I think somebody on the panel went ugh, and then that was it. We moved on.
There's not really. No.
That had to be 91 or 2?
Battlefield
I think
Earth?
it was 92.
Yeah.
Because I know I was at the movie theater at the time, and those that don't know, Clearwater, which was where the movie theater was I was working on, is a central hub, shall we say, for Scientologists. Oh. So those movies were actually packed when the opening weekend, and we were just shocked because as a projectionist, I actually had to watch, because back then you used to splice film together, kids. Ask your parents about that.
Yeah. Ask your grandparents, probably.
And so I had to sit through the film.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so it was not the greatest. So I just kind of waited. I knew how long it was between reels, so I would just sort of just wait. And I would not pay attention to what's going on. Just
I'll read a book. I'll put a little egg over here. Yeah. Gotcha. Oh my goodness, that would.
So it did well. It did well at my theater. It didn't do well anywhere else. It did well at my theater though.
Well, I would think in some areas of
obviously.
Florida it would have done very well, but not in all areas of Florida.
Well, you see, you do it in the summer, and people are just coming in for the air conditioning.
Ah, that is true as well, because that's when you had malls. And you didn't always have air conditioning in houses sometimes.
And we had midnight showings that were packed of that thing. Mm-hmm. Now.
Really?
And seeing the Rocky Horror people, because it was big back then still, seeing the Rocky Horror people and those folks mixed together was interesting.
Yeah. Speaking of midnight movies and Rocky Horror, we are doing a anniversary panel of the original play, because it's 50 years this year of the original Rocky Horror.
Oh my, 50?
Yep.
No.
Not the movie.
Not the movie, the stage play.
I don't even know.
2 more years, it's the movie.
Yeah, when did the movie come out?
70 something.
Yeah.
Late 70s. Yeah, late 70s.
Was it? I thought it was like maybe it was the 80s. I could look that up while you guys.
It's called IMDb. We'll go look it up.
Yep. But this year is the 50th anniversary of the Rocky Horror. Then the picture show was
75.
Years later, so yeah, 75.
75. Oh, yeah. For some reason I thought it was like 80, but okay, yeah, right. 75. Wow.
Oh my goodness. That's kind of amazing. So so that's the roll panel, and boy oh boy, can I not wait to. I can't wait to see what your critical hit is for 98. That just
critical success.
What?
You'll have to come and see.
You'll have to come and see. That is very, very cool. Now, you said you auction that for charity.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But do you do anything else for charity?
We have a bucket.
Do we have a bucket?
Sure.
Fill up that bucket, folks. They like change. They'll take your change out of your pockets. Don't worry.
So
we'll take change. We'll take checks. We'll take your grandma's teeth. They got gold in them.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Gary and I have come up with an insidious plot that is just short of kidnapping.
Okay. That does not sound good, but tell me more.
We call it we do a lock-in movie for charity. And we started out one year doing one movie, and now we do one, I think, almost every night. Mm-hmm. But what we do is we show a, dare I say, infamous movie, and then we lock the doors. So you have to pay money to the DragonCon charity to get out.
Now, the longer you wait, the less you have to pay.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I thought
Yep.
you would have like made it more and more as you go.
Oh, no.
That makes sense because if you want to leave in the first minute.
Yep.
Now, do people get to come back into the next movie, or is it?
Sure.
Oh, okay, but then they still have to pay again if they want to get out on the second movie.
Yeah, you're not.
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha, folks.
Mm-hmm. And Oreo, I just got to go to the bathroom. Yeah, right. Pay up.
Yep. Nope. Give us a buck. You ain't going nowhere.
But I think the first movie we did was the Star Wars Holiday Special.
Yep.
Mm.
And
This
I dropped
year.
my 20 right as it was about to start.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm out.
I'm out.
Boom.
There you go. That's $20 to get out. Worth it.
Done.
Worth it not to see Papa Wookie and the Diane Carroll scene. Yep.
Yeah.
Worth $20 right the hell there.
This
Yep,
year
yep,
we're
yep.
doing
Creepy
it
Uncle
like,
Itchy.
Yeah. Oh.
Uncle
We're
Itchy.
doing it like 4 times this year. And
4 times. Oof.
One of the movies we're doing is, I'm going to use the word infamous again, but
That'll
it's
work.
Mac and Me.
Now, anybody who has been to us before will know we've shown Mac and Me as recently as last year. But
Or 2 years
one of our irregulars got his hands on the Japanese version, which adds more scenes.
No. Oh.
So it's
why?
even longer.
It's longer.
What? I thought it was only like 91 minutes to begin with, but now it's like 101 minutes. Oh no!
We're searching for the mythical 240-minute cut.
Surely.
Is there
one.
is there one? Please tell me there isn't one.
I don't know. Ask Michael Bay to remake it.
I mean, nothing. You know what?
Where's
If
that?
anything, these last 5, 6, 7, 8 years, whatever, have proven hell does exist. So sure, why not? Why not have a 240-minute version of Mac and Me?
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
and even if you donate to the charity, no one will be allowed to leave during the McDonald's dance sequence.
Oh no.
Brandon says Brandon wants more Ronald
And
McDonald
look,
dance
Brandon,
scenes.
what I'm thinking is, I'm thinking Brandon's looking for an engraved invitation to be there, and so Brandon,
Come on and
Please
dance
come.
with him, baby. Come on. I think
He
I
just pointed
have-
that the Godzilla with Matthew Broderick came out in '98 as
that
well.
is on the die. That's already.
there you go.
Very cool.
So-
I just wanted to say I don't remember the Ronald McDonald dancing scene, and I think it's because I blocked it out, and
Yeah.
that's okay.
See, that's why you have to come back and rewatch it.
No,
with
I
us.
don't. No, I don't.
You've missed so much good stuff.
No. I know Mac and Me, y'all, is just one of
Oh,
those.
Gary, no!
Darius, what does that mean? Is that from the dance scene?
Yeah,
That's
that's what the aliens.
Mac, the alien, and I just got that he's named after freaking McDonald's.
You
Whoa,
just
hold on, time out.
Joe, you're
Time.
fired.
Joe, how the? I'm trying to keep it PG. What is wrong with you, man?
Joe, I gotta say, even though I
How?
had blanked that out,
How?
I kind of do remember that it had a McDonald's tie-in, and that's what we got that from because
How?
there were the toys. There were
Mhm.
toys.
That's the whole reason McDonald's is in the movie, Joe.
I'm
There were
gonna.
Happy Meals.
Sponsors.
There were Happy Meals. Happy Meals with that crap. Yep.
But it would have been easier for me to get it if they had named it Burger King and Me.
Yeah.
But no.
Oh.
They named it Mac.
The King and Me. See, if
The
it had
King
been
and
the
Me.
King and Me, everybody would be waiting on Elvis.
Oh, thank you, Phil. You're to
Hey,
blame.
yeah. So-
You are to blame.
Phil says the person who mentioned the Japanese version of the track room, and
Found it.
He brought.
it was during a roll panel.
Nice.
It all ties together. This whole thing.
Well, it
It's
all
all.
ties together in just some way. As I got from kidney stones to your track, so that'll work there as well.
And honestly, but choosing between Mac and Me and the kidney stone, that's a tough call.
If I asked my husband that, he would say the same thing. I'm
You
not
don't
sure.
get, the big difference is you don't get morphine when you watch Mac and Me.
You do
That's
not get
true.
morphine or a nice prescription for more pain meds if you watch Mac and Me, which is very, very sad.
You have to bring your own liquid pain.
So now, okay, so you're saying you're doing this 4 nights. So is this
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday, and
I know.
Sunday?
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That would be 4, right?
Mhm.
Okay, and so is it will you tell us what the different movies are, or is it you
can
just
do
gotta
that,
show
yeah.
up?
Yeah.
So what
We're
are the
doing-
different 4 different movies?
Yeah, we're doing...
Mac and Me.
Mac
Back
and
to
Me,
me. Oh, God help us all. Yeah.
We're doing Krull.
Which is one of my
Mm.
favorite movies.
It is one of my favorites, too.
Really?
And it's
Oh.
just silly.
It's a Y chromosome thing. Okay, keep going.
And
Well, we're broken.
Oh, yes, you are.
By very definition, Y chromosome broken.
Broken.
But anyway, go on.
Doing the Super Mario Brothers movie, the Bob
Yes.
Hoskins, John Leguizamo one.
That I remember everybody was so excited about that because that was like a video game movie. This is going to be awesome. And then people went to see it. And
This
this
is the
is when,
anniversary
Dennis
year
Hopper
for-
can jump.
wasn't
This
this
is-
also
This is
wasn't
the
this also
anniversary year
after
for- Yeah.
this was after Robin Who Killed Roger Rabbit, so Bob Hoskins was kind of a big name at
Yes,
that
he
point.
was.
And
Yeah,
he'd been
this
a big
was
name
when
forever
Chris-
in England,
Yep.
but
And Leguizamo was a hot up and comer.
yes, he
Yep.
was.
Right.
Yes, he was. Wow. And then 5
I think he
years
was just
later-
off his first one-man show at that point.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He might have been. That's very
And then
true.
he did this, and his
And then
career
he did
was never
this.
the same.
Took about 5 more
Really?
years. He got back. Yeah.
Anyone would have done it. Super Mario was the hottest, the only video game people were playing back
Mhm.
then.
It was. It was a big deal. It was a
And
big
they made a
deal.
movie, and that
Do we mention Dennis Hopper's in it? Did we mention
yeah.
that yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
and
He
Dennis
played-
Hopper is in full Dennis Hopper.
Oh,
Oh,
he is eating him.
He
some
is-
plywood
he's
and
playing-
enjoying every bite.
It's
He is
Blue Velvet in in a kids film.
Yes.
Well, and
Yes.
I mean, if I'm right, he plays King Koopa.
Yep, he's King Koopa.
Which,
Easy Koopa.
if y'all need to remember, is like a lizard kind of person.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
that gives you an idea of the makeup
Yep,
and the
in-
scenery.
Dennis Hopper.
Yep, and instead of having the bunch of spikes and the horns, he has a really weird haircut.
Yeah.
Very weird haircut.
And
Yeah.
so when the new Super Mario animated movie came out,
Mm-hmm.
I told people, don't you dare complain about any moment of this movie
Yeah, that's exactly
until,
right.
until
ain't
you
seen-
see.
You ain't seen
Yeah.
nothing.
Mm-mm.
There you go. There you go. Right. And then your 4th movie.
Fourth movie is,
Infamous.
what is the fourth movie?
With
I'm
So,
sorry.
did you forget the plan, Joe?
Thank you. We just talked about
I
this
was about to
last
go.
night.
It's got Ed Wood in it. Come on, man.
Yes, we are doing, at long last, we are showing Plan 9 from Outer Space.
And I'm sorry, nobody should leave that movie. I mean,
No,
you should give
you
money
shouldn't.
to charity because Cure Childhood Cancer is a great charity.
Yes.
But you shouldn't leave that movie. Everybody should see that and Attack of the Killer Tomatoes at least once in your life.
Yeah.
And
Also,
This is
Santa
the
Claus.
movie's only 1 hour and 16 minutes. People,
Yeah,
You
it's
can
really
do
not
that.
that long.
Your
No.
your commute to work is longer.
If
It's
you're in
one of
Atlanta-
those.
yeah, many
It's one of
places.
those movies that, if you call yourself a
Mhm.
big old nerd, a geek, whichever name you want to, Plan 9 from Outer Space has got to be in your lexicon somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I would say if you say you're a movie buff, you've got to have
Yeah.
at least seen it.
That
I'm not
too.
saying you had to like it. It's
You
kind of
don't-
like Citizen Kane and Plan 9 from Outer Space. If you say you're a movie buff, you got to see both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Brandon. That's right. Well, we're not calling them bad. We don't like to use that word. But
Unless we're talking Battlefield Earth.
unless we're talking about Battlefield Earth.
And then we will use that term a lot.
Yes.
We
So-
call them differently loved, maybe?
Differently loved. Yes.
So
Nice way to put that. Differently loved.
so Sarah Rose has a proposal for you here, which is to do the 2000s Dungeons and Dragons movie, and you could advertise it. Just don't say just say it's a Dungeons and Dragons movie. Don't tell them it's 2001.
Oh,
When they
no,
get in,
not-
that's when they learn.
Late.
Actually, that is on one of the Tom Hanks one, The Monsters and Mazes.
Brandon.
Oh man. Oh.
I just want to say, hold on a second, but the what was I saying?
It's not the Tom Hanks one. It had Jeremy Irons, Marlon Wayans.
Entirely.
It was a legitimate Dungeons and Dragons. It wasn't the one that's under the whatever it's called under the one that's they go under the sewer.
Yeah,
that was the one with Tom Hanks.
Yeah,
that was Mazes and Monsters.
Mazes and Monsters, yeah.
Which is on some streaming channels. I've seen it on there, and I went, "Oh, Tom Hanks is trying to buy the rights so he can kill that thing." Dead. I did want to ask a question. You all are the perfect ones to ask. On Paramount Plus right now. Again, Paramount, we don't have a sponsor. Would love one. But I just watched.
They're not even paying their actors right now. What makes you think that? Anyway, go on.
Yeah. I was going to say hit us up, but then I did the old phone symbol, and that's not what a phone is anymore. Because hit us up.
They don't even make those noises anymore. But Dungeons and Dragons, the movie, the new one that is just out, Chris Pine and a lot of other people in it, and Chris Pine's having fun.
Heroes Among Thieves.
Yes. Who?
Heroes Among Thieves. Right?
Yes, I think that's it. Honor Among Thieves.
Honor Among Thieves. Why was I saying Heroes Among Thieves? I don't know. Anyway,
because it
go on.
nicer than that. But
sure.
Okay, so there's a scene where we've got this new group against another group.
Yes.
And I swear the other group that's going through the maze with them is using the same costumes as the cartoon.
They are.
Absolutely 100% this.
Okay, good. I thought I was losing my mind, and my husband went, "What cartoon are you talking about?" I'm like, "We got it downstairs. I can go get it. I can go get it."
It is one of the many Easter eggs in that movie.
There are a lot of Easter eggs in that movie, but that one I thought it was an Easter egg, but I wasn't sure, and I wasn't going to look it up because
I've watched it 3 times and seen something different every single time.
Really, 3
What I love about that.
It's a good film. It's a fun film.
It is a fun film.
It's fun. It's just fun. I saw it in the theater and then twice at home.
Oh, it's great. So good.
It's a fun
the
movie.
80s cartoon guys being in it. It's like you can imagine they are having their own movie somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And we just see a couple minutes of it.
Right. They could do that one as like a prequel to this one and actually spend the writing budget on it when all of this is over.
And just like back on the old cartoon, they were not having a good day. Everything is terrible for them.
It really is.
Yeah.
And the little Yoda and the little Yoda dungeon master was just scary. He was a little scary.
It does lock that cartoon into it is in the Forgotten Realms, Faerun.
Yeah.
Where the movie is.
Now
Now we know for sure.
There we go.
And as I said, my husband said, "I don't remember that cartoon." I was like, "We got it." But then I went downstairs to find it, and we've been doing stuff, and that was actually when I kept it's actually on a VHS.
Oh wow.
I don't even have it on DVD.
Ask your parents, kids.
Yeah.
Ask your parents.
Ask your grandparents.
That's true.
Ask your grandparents on it. VHS.
Back in the 1980s.
Back in those days when
in the late 1900s.
So there used to be a place where we had to go to get our movies every Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We'd have to go to this place, kids. And never mind, go on.
Yeah, and by the way, John, the last one I know of was in my hometown in South Carolina, and it closed a year and a half ago, and people are still like, "Why'd they have to close?"
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, "Really?"
I just had a thought. I think the time that I spend now just trying to find something on the streaming services is equivalent to the amount of time that has wandered around inside of a Blockbuster trying to find a movie as well.
There's so much on there.
So I've now got a concept now so now I'm not going to aggravate it with myself and just go, "Hey, it's just the same as going back to Blockbuster." I mean, I couldn't find anything good then either.
Yeah, just look around. Just look around. Awesome. Okay, so those are some great movies. I would bet a lot of people will be paying for Krull and Super Mario and Mac and Me, and I hope to see everybody there with Plan 9, because unless it's in the middle of the night, I will do my best to be there because I love it.
We are trying to do well. John, you mentioned earlier about midnight movies. We are showing things a little bit later because not everything, but what we are doing some late night movie stuff because that's just fun.
Mm-hmm. These aren't the ones you're doing.
It's not like there's anything else to do at DragonCon.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, it's only just that thing, right?
There's something called sleep.
That you don't do at DragonCon.
No.
Look, it's the 6-2-1 rule. 6 meals,
2 showers.
2
2 showers. That's probably a good
1
idea.
hour of sleep per day. I think that's how that works.
That's how it works, right?
A little wrong, but I see where you're coming from. Brandon asked on the things, when is the Manimal Marathon? Is that even possible to do?
no,
Do
no,
you
yes.
have enough?
It'll be
Sure, because there's not that many of them.
No.
Well, there were only
Here's the
12,
thing.
as I recall.
Manimal is constantly playing every episode, and then when it gets to the last episode, it loops back to the first episode, constantly in Joe's brain.
Very likely.
All you really have
Very
to do
likely.
is at the con, come up to Joe and just put your eyeball right up to his left ear, and
Uh-huh.
you will hear and
can see it.
see a man
And the commercial
that
break-
can turn into a panther.
Yes.
And a commercial and the commercial breaks in there are commercials for Automan. So
yeah.
And there were so many bad things at that point. But let's not.
We are doing a
Blockbuster.
panel on we're gonna do a panel on quickly canceled sci-fi TV shows, of which Manimal was one of
too
those.
quickly.
We're
So
also
Fox will appear prominently then.
Yeah.
Yes.
We
And
will
I would
actually
just like
have
to say,
we will
the
actually
Witches
have
of
a
Eastwick should have been longer.
Yeah.
Sorry.
we
go,
will
Gary.
actually have a Fox executive backstage when the panel goes too long. They will come out and cancel the panel.
Yeah.
Well, it probably cancel at 45 minutes as opposed to getting you the full hour,
Oh,
That's
we'll
very
be- we'll
likely.
be-
so you can finish the actual story.
Yeah. Did y'all know that's what David Duchovny said about the X-Files?
Mhm.
That when they first came to him, he was like, "Sure, I'll do it. I mean, it's going to go 12 episodes, and then I'll get something else."
Yep.
I can go back to Red Shoe Diaries.
Then he got that after, but keep going. That's
Was it after?
We're also doing a panel on Sci-Fi Channel
Why?
in the 2000s when they actually showed Sci-Fi.
That's
Sci-Fi?
right.
What? Oh, the Sci-Fi Channel. When it was actually
That's right. The early 2000s sci-fi
SCIFI.
TV shows. We're doing a big panel on those guys.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. That is
Eureka?
very neat.
Sliders.
Oh,
First
yeah.
few seasons were good. Then I
Sliders.
stopped.
Stargate, some other shows.
The Secret Adventures of Jules Verne.
Oh, there's a deep cut.
Oh God! You said it, and I'm like, what the heck is it? And then it popped back into my head exactly what it was.
The Adventures
Oh wow!
Of, the Adventures of Briscoe County Jr.
Oh yes, that was canceled too soon. Heavy Metal the movie, maybe.
We almost did that one a couple of years ago, and then something bumped it, but it's on the list.
Reggie asks.
Yeah, thank you, Reggie. But yeah, we're going to get to it.
At some point. That is very, very cool. Okay, and then
Love it.
now a lot of people are talking about School of Rock on the little chat thing here, but I understand you're doing something about like a battle of the bands. So
Okay.
what is that going to be? And how?
Since the pandemic, Gary and I, once we went virtual that year, we started doing weekly panels, live streaming panels every week. And
you can still go watch them on the YouTube.
yes,
They're on the YouTube. That's
on
like
the
how my
on the
mother calls it.
YouTubes.
On the YouTubes.
But just Google American Sci-Fi Classics. We're out there. We're going to do more. But every year around the time of March Madness, we do a tournament of fictional bands from movies and TV shows. And we pit them against each other, and we just vote on who is the best band, from the Muppets Electric Mayhem to the Archies, and
The
there are-
Wonders.
Spinal Tap?
Spinal.
there are dozens.
There are dozens. Yes, there are.
And so
my.
and we take requests from the audience, so we get deep cuts every
Oh
time.
God, what was that movie? Oh, it was one of those with Catherine O'Hara and Eugene Levy, and it was like
A Mighty Wind.
A Mighty
yes.
Wind.
Yes, they
that,
have been in there.
Yeah,
A
they have
Mighty
been. in
Wind. Yes,
Mhm.
that's
Um,
the great thing to see if you liked Best in Show, which is about dog shows.
Yes.
Ooh.
A Mighty Wind is right
One of
there,
the-
and it's kind of You got to have that kind of sense of humor, but it works. Okay, so yeah,
This
so
was
what are
originally supposed to be a one thing. We were going to do it once, and then there were so many bands. We said, well, we'll do this again next week and keep going, and we ended up doing 4 weeks of fictional band show-offs, and now at DragonCon, this will be the 3rd year I think we're doing it live.
Yeah, and we do one virtual one every year, and then at DragonCon we do one in person because people are committed to their. I know it's hard to imagine at a sci-fi convention you'd be committed to something.
Yes, I know, right?
But people are cosplayers.
People are committed to their fictional band favorites.
Yes, Sharon, Misfits from Gem. Our songs are better. Our songs are better.
They almost
the Misfits from Gem and the holograms. John is a huge fan of Gem, y'all. I sent him that ornament many, many years ago, and he loves it.
Great.
He keeps it close to his.
Almost too at a point that it becomes too creepy.
Yes.
I may have just gotten myself on a list somewhere.
You probably have. But you know what, John? You could dress up as Gem at some point.
Gem is adventure.
Outrageous, and that would
she's
be
outrageous.
Yeah. And we've had to excise the Electric Mayhem from the competition. They are
because they always win.
They always win.
I mean, they're they're like Elvis.
I mean, at this point, they could be not actually categorized as a fictional band. At this point, it seems like
we have a full set.
They're getting their own.
What counts?
They're getting their own television show at this point. So
just FYI, I mean,
they got
Presbyterians, but they're a pretty darn good band.
And here's the thing. They
figure what that means.
We don't want to say for sure.
Because
that the Electric Mayhem having their own show is because of us.
Yes.
But again, you're welcome.
You're welcome. I mean, because how else would Disney have known people loved the Muppets?
Sarah.
Other than you guys, right? Because
exactly.
Well, it's not like there's a whole other track dedicated
to Muppets.
But also the important thing is we set up the brackets and then the audience votes.
Okay.
So you want to show if Wild Stallions is your jam, you got to come.
I'm sorry.
Got the spit
just
take.
FYI, y'all. Sunkissed orange water enhancer up through the nose. Not good.
Nope.
That hurt a lot. Okay. So now wait. And Sharon, we will ask that in just a second. But I am curious. We talk about Muppets, but you got, and as Gary said, puppetry has its whole thing. But y'all love the Muppets too.
Oh yeah.
So is there something else going on?
We are going to determine the best Muppet.
The best Muppet.
The best Muppet.
Well, it's been nice knowing both of you. So when those rabid fans come out and murder you,
we're throwing all the Muppet names into the Kiss Cup of Destiny. We're going to draw the brackets, and fate will decide who's competing, and then the audience will be to blame for the winner.
Yep.
Okay, but here's the thing. It's just going to be based on audience participation of who's in the room at that point.
Yeah.
Y'all are all in deep trouble because you better be able not to.
I wouldn't. By the way,
spoil yourself up because you're going to be tried to be tarred and feathered.
For plausible deniability, I would not record that particular panel.
I would not. Plausible deniability sounds good. Sharon has also brought up about Kids Incorporated, which there's that. But I was also just thinking about it. How about all the Mickey Mouse Club bands? Because they've had those every year. There's been a Mickey Mouse Club.
We did.
But they don't count though because they're a reality TV show.
Mm-hmm.
Now, like the Monkees, for example, the Monkees are a fictional band. They eventually did go on tour and were real people, but the show, the genesis of the show was about a band that wasn't real and following their adventures.
If the band appears in fictional stories about itself, then it counts.
We're not talking fan fiction. We're talking about fictional stories in the actual TV movie universes.
Right.
You
know, like
they
disaster
can even be
area
books,
from
right? Really old books.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh yeah. Well, disaster area from The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh, wow!
Yeah, but
that
one
is
of
a
the bands,
deep cut.
Buckaroo Banzai and the Hong Kong Cavaliers, is often.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Yep. That's a very odd movie too. If anybody ever wants to try to figure out a movie, yep.
The Brady Bunch band. Let's see. It's
Wait, what else? He's got the little tiny pieces of paper here.
Yeah.
It's adorable.
How do you read that? Folks of our age, that seems almost impossible to read.
Matt,
Well, here's what I did.
take
was
a picture
I
of it
wrote
with your
all on a
phone.
thing, and I cut them up into little tiny pieces, and I randomly drew them out of this thing.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Yes,
then you just take a picture of the strip of paper with your phone and you blow it up.
That's exactly right, because I can't read many directions on bottles and other things about this time. And Rob Levy is also saying, what about Jet Screamer, which I don't know what that's from. I mean, I think Bad Wolf should also be a name of a band. But, okay, so we are getting to time. Let's go through the important parts. You guys have a Facebook group, I know.
Yes.
How do people find it?
From the Jetsons, by the way.
It's facebook.com/groups/American Sci-Fi Classics.
And that's SCIFI Classics, folks. Don't
Mike
don't
just
look
right
at that TV show.
Yeah, look over his head.
Just look over his
Yeah,
head.
it's literally right above there.
It is right above there. But for those who are actually listening to this instead of watching, because it technically is a podcast. All right, and where do and spaces are subject to change again because who knows what happens. But where are y'all located? At least today.
We are in the
Marriott.
Thank you.
The Marriott.
We're in Marriott M103 to M105, which if you're going from the Marriott to the Hilton, that Sky Bridge, we're on the same floor. But if you're going to the Sky Bridge, is if you were going to go see another track in the Hilton, correct your mistake by turning right just before you get to the Sky Bridge. And we're down a little alleyway there.
Yes, you are. And John, where's the Marriott in
again, the way I remember, because someone told me right here on this podcast 5, 7, 8 years ago. Well, actually, it had to be only 5 years ago because I was sitting there going, I've been struggling for 20 and no one bothered. It's in the middle because it begins with an M. It's in the middle of the three main
of the
hotels.
Hyatt,
easy, thank you.
Marriott, Hilton. Yeah, there you go. There you go. All right, and I don't know if y'all still use Twitter or not, but I'm assuming if you do use Twitter, is there an ID for that? Or
and we're on Instagram too.
Awesome.
It's either Sci-Fi Classic. It's just Sci-Fi Classic Track.
Sci-Fi Classic Track. There you go. Awesome. All right, John.
All right, so
here now we got the other part.
So we typically like to play games with our guests. If you guys have some time, we're going to play some Fibbage. I sent you a link in the private chat there. I'll let you guys get in, and then we'll open it up for our audience if they wish to.
I forgot to already bring this up, John. Oops.
That's fine. In the meantime, I'll let people know that you can reach us by calling 813-3210-884. That's 813-3210-TUG, as in the Unique Geek, not as anything else. Or you can email us at 50days@theuniquegeek.com. That's 50days at, which is like a little symbol with A that's kind of curling around upon itself, theuniquegeek.com. Did I vamp long enough? I've got two people in there. It's Leigh that's taking her time.
Yeah, I forgot to bring this up.
Once Leigh's in there, I will open it up. Okay, Leigh's in there. All right. And so, if you wish to join us, head over to Jackbox.tv. They actually have a little scanner thingy, too, a little QR code. That might even make it faster. Yeah. But the room number is SJGT. If you're listening to this podcast, and I haven't cut this part out, it's too late. It's already happened. And let me go ahead and turn the volume up on this thing here.
And John, are you going to read the questions out, or am I going to read the questions out?
We'll see how it works.
Okay.
All right. And we will close that. And I think we're ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and start. As soon as I figure out how to do that. There we go.
Okay, wait. Why isn't it going to the game for me? There we go. Yay! There looks like a mute.
Welcome to Fibbage 4. Before we begin, don't forget to cut into your mobile devices to make sure they're not cake. 8 players. Can't get any bigger than this. Seriously, we tried. It doesn't work. Oh, and don't forget you can still join the audience. Audience members earn points by guessing the truth and fooling the players with their lies. Okay, here we go.
See if I can increase that volume for you guys. All right, so those of you playing, you are getting some prompts on your device of choice, and
this is round 1.
There they go.
Get 500 points for everyone you fool.
Let the guy talk.
And you'll net a cool 1,000 for finding the truth.
Why is it saying I'm waiting?
Give me a category.
Because you are waiting.
Oh.
Sarah Rose is picking a category right now.
Oh, okay.
Dun, 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 dun. I should have put it on auto. Should put it on auto pick. Life goals is the category.
All right,
oh,
question
Sarah,
1.
that's just me.
A man named Toko paid nearly $15,000 on advanced technology to fulfill his dream of turning into blank. Now, use your device to put in a lie that the other players might think is the truth. If you can't think of something, press the lie for me button for half the points. Do it now.
Oh, there we go.
A man named Toko paid nearly $15,000 on advanced technology to fulfill his dream of turning into a blank. Almost got everyone in. Oh.
I did it. Eyes in. Yay!
Whoa, hang on.
All right, who are we waiting on, Joe?
There we go.
There we go.
These are your choices. Take your best guess at the truth and select it on your device.
So the possible choices are Carpet the Musical, a walrus, a robot, a cyborg, Colonel Sanders, a collie, Muppet, a superhero, a sexy robot maid. A man named Toko paid nearly $15,000 on advanced technology to fulfill his dream of turning into one of those 9 things I just stated a few seconds ago. Everybody is picking their choice now, picking their answer. All right.
Let's see what you picked.
A walrus, Carrie. That's the audience's lie.
Oh.
The walrus is the audience's lie. Cyborg. Oh, Joe Crow's lie. He got one person.
And it was also...
Oh, both Gary. Oh,
well, that was weird.
Y'all do share a brain.
I guess it probably wasn't really, if you think about it.
See? That was my lie. Muppet.
Muppet. Robot. 33% of the audience fell for this. That was Pal Family's lie. A superhero. The other 33%, or second 33%. Aaron's lie. Turned into a sexy robot.
Oh, that's a lie. I really thought
Got
that might be true.
2 people. Carpet the Musical. 33% of the audience thought it was Carpet the Musical.
And that's
Sarah
a
Rose's
great lie, by the way. Great lie.
Colonel Sanders. Brandon's lie. Got 1.
So a collie.
And the truth is a collie?
The truth is a collie. Wow, and only Brandon got that right.
It was extremely realistic and took 40 days to custom make.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Costume is
All right.
I thought they were physically transforming him into a collie, much like Manimal would do.
Joe and I are tied. I'm shocked.
Time to pick a category.
Terry Dane.
I just want to point out, so as Carrie points this out, so what you may have missed, audio listeners, because I kind of glazed over it, was that both Joe and Gary chose Cyborg as their answer. Now, if those aren't co-directors, I don't know who is.
An unusual prank. In March 2022, a North Dakota pastor's front lawn was vandalized with a giant blank. Submit your lies now.
PG, folks, please. PG. In March 2022, that's not that long ago, a North Dakota pastor's front lawn was vandalized, in air quotes, with a giant blank.
I gotta guess. I might even have the truth. I'm not sure.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
And there we go. We got everybody.
Just wait for it to the volume. There we go.
Okay, which one's true?
All right, so eggplant and peach. Giant eggplant and peach. A wooden horse, a vandal, a Kmart sign, a dildo, a statue of who's that?
Baphomet.
Baphomet.
I'm stupid for not knowing what that is. Whale. I'm going to look it up in a second. Whale, a finger, or a penis. It was vandalized with a giant, one of those 9 things I just listed. Now, knowing that the audience gets to submit an answer as well means that somebody else has given the same exact answer as somebody else. I'm going to try and guess which one that was.
I wouldn't if I were you.
Let's see what everybody picked.
Statue of Baphomet got a ton of people.
Very
That was
awesome
Carrie Dane's lie.
Professionally.
Excellent. Good lie.
Eggplant and peach. Aaron fell for that. It was Sarah Rose's lie.
That is an emoji humor.
Good guy.
Finger. Gary fell for this one. That was Brandon's lie, though. Brandon! Kmart sign. 3 folks. It's the truth! Well, doesn't seem very... no explanation on what... No explanation on that, I guess.
John, you get to look that up.
Let's see. Carrie is in the lead right now with 3,800 points.
Believe what I found under my bed.
The VHS. Oh, man, this is scary.
Pay attention. I'm not rewinding.
Somebody stole Uncle Cyrus's body, and I'm going to find out who before it's too late. But why would anyone want to steal the body?
Because of my client's will.
Oh, I see. Then somebody stole the body so that they could bury it and reverse the will. Trash. Things like that don't happen.
A body is missing, and this suspenseful farce takes a wild turn when the corpse is discovered in blank. Okay, enter those lies.
This is a new version of Fibbage I haven't seen before. Because, by the way, I just purchased it today and playing it right now, so enjoy, everyone. Do 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 do. Boo. Boo.
I wonder how many people are trying to just break their brain going, wait a minute, what was it in the movie? To give the real answer.
Yeah, this may have been the wrong audience to...
Don't worry about that, because, yeah, no.
That movie from...
Yeah, I want to know
And
what
is it-
it is. I'm sure I've seen
Yeah, and is it a film that you can show? There we go.
Yes.
Okay, these are the choices.
Okay, so and this suspenseful farce takes a wild turn when the corpse is discovered in blank: the meat pies, a Tupperware container, a bathtub, the Supreme Court, a backpack, bathroom, sticky staircase at the Hyatt. Another, very well could be, but that anyway. Another corpse is found in another corpse. A giant telescope or found in the bed of his lover.
So, audience and others.
The sticky staircase, not Hyatt, and the Supreme Court are my two favorites.
Those are both
And
very,
someone
very
is a
good.
fan of Sweeney
Okay,
Todd.
what everybody pick?
Yeah.
The meat pies. 66% of the audience and Sarah Rose fell for Powell Family's Lie. The sticky staircase in the Hyatt was Sarah Rose's lie, but
Rather funny. We liked it.
It is funny. Another corpse. Joe Crow's lie was another corpse.
I just realized that Joe's icon is a bird.
The Supreme Court. I half thought that was going to say it was the truth.
Yeah,
I half thought it.
We were hoping. We really were hoping.
Believe it or not,
It's just my word against the evidence. Even the stars are against me. The professor said so.
Oh my goodness.
Something in your eye?
Did somebody know that movie actually?
No, nobody got it right.
Oh, good. Because I didn't. I like movies and I didn't remember that one.
It was a giant telescope for those that didn't hear what I said there. It was and the video, the associated video was frightening as well.
And it was a little because it looked like a big nose. Round,
Round two.
2, which means all point values are doubled.
Ooh.
What's our next category?
Oh,
Oh, Joe Crow's. Woo! What can he?
do I just
What's
click
he gonna
on one?
pick? Let's see. Just click
Can't
on
take
one.
the pressure. All right, step
Come on.
aside.
Oh, you're getting chosen for
Yeah.
Mr. Chips.
Oh,
Try this one on for size.
the book.
The most notable day at the Mr. Chips French fry factory in New Zealand was when workers found blank in the taters. Right your eyes now.
Family friendly, people. I know. I do want to point out that Sharon did say she tried to keep it family friendly, or Sarah did, or maybe Sharon. I don't know. Someone's trying to keep it family friendly, but we are DragonCon fans, so there is that. I wish I could increase the volume on the actual app here. For some reason, I can't.
It's okay though. I can hear it.
Yeah, I hear pretty good.
All right.
I think those of us that lie a lot are able to answer this very quick.
Yeah.
quickly.
Yeah, I should keep note of who answers first, and then know not to trust them.
Time to seek the truth.
All right, the most notable day at the Mr. Chips French fry factory in New Zealand was when the workers found blank in the taters, a grenade, drugs, hobbits, an extinct bird, holes, found holes in the taters, the sticky staircase in the Hyatt, what's the tater tots in the taters, haggis in the taters, kangaroos in the taters, or pickles in the taters. I don't know which one of those I would want to be true.
What was that?
The sticky staircase in the... Go ahead.
Wait. Okay. A couple of years ago, they had
Okay,
was
how'd
it
we
a
do?
squirrel that had eaten all the donuts?
Whoa, an extinct bird was the audience's lie and got
Congratulations, audience.
pretty much everybody.
Wow.
Hobbits was Gary's
Nice.
lie.
Good job.
Nice job, Gary. Drugs was half of the audience. That was Carrie's. Ooh, Carrie's running away with us, I think.
She is. Or he is. I'm sorry. I don't know. Which
They
it
are.
is.
I'll just say they are. It's
They are.
easier.
They are. That works.
Kangaroos. Pal
They're
Family's lie.
Australia, Joe. Australia.
A grenade, which was the truth. They found a grenade.
Explained. We're gonna have to look these up. I need these explained.
Yeah, Carrie's ahead by
A lot.
a lot. Yeah.
Time to see what's in the news.
No. Hyperbolic headlines. Woo-hoo.
Headline from the AP. Holiday gifts taken from luggage replaced with blank. And to your lies now.
Oh. PG, people, PG.
Sarah says, the Powell family should join DragonCon Theater and Performing Arts Lovers, unofficial group, if you like Sweeney Todd. And she also wants to know who stole my answer.
Yep, we're doing all the theater fans we're doing a lot of panels with a lot of different tracks. Join our Facebook group to see where you can find us.
Awesome.
There you go.
Thank you, Gary. Good to know. Mm-hmm. And Gary, I guess you know that group.
I kind of run that group.
Very cool.
So that would be the reason why he would know that.
We're marching in the parade. We're doing a lot of cool theater-related stuff. So if you're a fan of live theater and performance, look us up.
Hey, Joe. Oh, good. You got it right under the...
All right, pick the truth.
Okay, headline from the AP. Holiday gifts taken from luggage, replaced with blank. Fake snow, bologna, duck fat, lumps of coal, tiny mouthwash, dog food, lunch boxes, DVD version of the Cats movie, the one with the BHs. Ask your kids. And or coal. So lumps of coal and coal. I wonder why I didn't catch it as being too close to each other, but anyway.
Oh, well.
Fake snow, bologna. Or bologna. Or bologna.
Bologna.
Duck fat, lumps of coal, tiny mouthwash, dog food.
All right, who picked what?
Tiny mouthwash is the first lie, capturing 2 people, and that was Joe.
Very good.
Duck fat was the audience's lie, catching 2 people off guard. Lumps of coal was Carrie's lie.
Good lie, Carrie. Good lie.
DVD version of Cats, one with the bitch. Sarah Rose's lie. Dog food. Audience and Brandon. The truth! That was the truth!
The leather coat and purses were swapped out for dog food. Police are on the lookout for sharply dressed, hungry dogs.
Wow, I would not have thought that. Okay.
And it looks like Carrie is in what they would call a runaway.
A runaway win
Select
here. All right,
category.
Gary, select category.
Quick,
Don't be like a slow man Joe.
Oh
Old stuff.
Let's see what we got. A 3,300-year-old Egyptian tomb was rediscovered in 2010, and inside it was the oldest residue of blank ever found.
Oh
All right, type in your lies.
PG.
So many things you can say.
Well, Gary and I are real quick to lie. I'm just gonna say.
I just knew this one because the classics track. We do old stuff. We do the old stuff.
The residue of VHS tapes, a beta. The oldest residue of beta ever found.
I always think of Good Omens. Do not buy Betamax. Don't know what it means.
All right, everyone's in.
Okay, find the truth.
A 3,300-year-old Egyptian tomb was rediscovered in 2010, which means it was discovered one time before, and then someone found it again. Oh, anyway. And inside was the oldest residue of blank ever found. Beer, marijuana, rum buckets, tobacco, toilet paper, lipstick, cheese, wine, your mom, and milk.
And if anybody is wondering what rum buckets are,
you're in the wrong group.
It's the DragonCon thing, so you go to DragonCon on the Facebook groups, and they'll tell you. But we will also say if you're a newbie, you need to try the rum buckets at least 1 year. One. That's all you
That's the only way you can hydrate because it has more water than anything. Never mind. Toilet paper, 33%. That's Gary's lie. Gary.
Hi, Gary.
Oh, Gary! Tobacco, 66% of the audience believe that. And it was Carrie. Carrie is, shall we say, very good. Milk, Aaron's lie. Caught a person.
Think of 3,000 ml milk stink.
Lipstick. Leigh and Brandon fell for this. And that's the audience's lie.
That's a good lie, folks.
Beer. Carrie picked that one. That was Lee's lie. Ooh, getting back at Carrie. Cheese is the truth.
I was wondering if cheese was the truth. I did. It was either that or lipstick. And believe it or not, lipstick was something that you said.
I'm not going to say Carrie's good at lying, but Carrie seems to be very good at lying.
Good at lying, yes. Good job.
Although the audience is technically winning.
Oh, the audience is. Oops. Gotta stop that.
This is the final fibbage.
Final.
It's a two-part question, and I'm giving out triple points.
2 answers.
Good luck. Roland Lessarcer was an odd 12th century jester who performed one jump, one whistle, and one blank. And in a 2021 viral post, a U.S. woman revealed a medical bill where she was charged $11 for one blank. Now, you're going to write one lie that sounds like it might fit in either of these two blanks. That's double the chance to fool your fellow players. And if it's believable enough to get picked for both blanks, I'll send a bonus your way. Got all that? I'll give you a little extra time on this one, so don't freak out.
And again, while they are giving their answers, the best way to find American Sci-Fi Classics is, basically just using Google. Or Bing if you're one of those folks. And typing in American Sci-Fi Classics. And then the AI will respond with something completely different.
On Bing? I'm gonna see if we're
go check if we're on Bing. Someone check.
We're on the YouTube.
And YouTube, exactly. Just search for those American Sci-Fi Classics, and you're sure to find it. If you need to throw DragonCon on there, you can throw DragonCon on there too.
I found us on Bing.
Bing, when Google is blocked at your office. Or you work for Microsoft.
Bing, for when you're being forced to.
Mm-hmm.
My answer sucked on this one. I was not happy.
Just waiting on one guest.
This would be Joe.
There we go. It was Joe. He was also looking up stuff, so.
Okay, here are your choices. Our two questions have two different truths. First, let's take care of this one. Choose the truth for just this question now.
Okay, so the possible answers are saltine cracker, needle, song, prayer, gag, fart, brief emotion, brain, sneeze, scalpel, pat on the back. So, in 2021, a viral post, a U.S. woman revealed what?
Nothing.
Okay, in 2021, a U.S. woman revealed a medical bill where she was charged $11 for one blank. Saltine cracker, needle, song, prayer, gag.
Okay, now it's this blank.
What the heck was that?
Find the truth for just this question now.
Suddenly, Okay, Ronald Charlec, whatever, was an odd 12th century jester who performed one jump, one whistle, and one blank. Saltine cracker, needle, song, prayer, gag, fart, brief emotion, brain, sneeze, scalpel, pat on the back. And
No.
So believable, it's worth a bonus.
wow, Sarah got a song.
Oh,
Saltine cracker.
Good one, Joe.
Church one. Sneeze. Sneeze was Carrie's lie. Brain was Brandon's lie. You caught one person. Scalpel was Lee's lie. You got Gary. Caught with that one. Fart is actually the truth for the second answer. And I think Sharon pointed out that they actually did know that.
A fart?
Brief emotion is the truth.
The patient claimed she was charged for crying during the procedure. But hey, who wouldn't shed a tear watching Roland perform?
Well, let's see. That was a big old change there.
And Carrie is the winner.
Yay, Carrie!
What was the final score of the audience, I wonder?
Don't know.
Rank. Oh,
12,499. Way to go. Carrie won it at 15K.
Yep, Carrie won, and the audience technically came in second, I guess.
Yep.
All right, so let me remove that out of the screen.
Most popular.
Oh,
All right.
The music's on. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so one more time for the folks in the back. Where can people find more info on the American Sci-Fi Classics channel?
Track.
Or track.
or both. Why not both? Go to American Sci-Fi Classics track in your Google or your Bing, or if you can pull up MySpace still, you can find us on any of the socials media and the Facebooks. Just facebook.com/groups/American Sci-Fi Classics to keep track of not only the things that we are going to be doing at DragonCon, but the stuff we do in between DragonCons. So, thank you.
And as you can tell from this game, if you're just listening for the first time or watching us live for the first time, John, thank God, now pulls it from Jackbox TV, and that means that anybody can win. Other than Leigh will always lose. So, always a good thing.
By the way, Leigh, I think you were correct. Carrie is a female.
Hi, Carrie. I've seen it both ways. So, y'all, hello, Carrie. Nice to meet y'all. There we go.
All right. Well, again, thank you, audience, for joining. And by the way, Jerry does say that he's working foot patrol tonight. So in the heat, thank you for that.
Sorry, Jerry.
Sorry that you have to do that, but missed it, and glad we're back. And loves Gary and Joe. So as well as love Gary and Joe as well, I guess. So moving on. I'm just kidding. All right. Thank you guys for joining us. I appreciate you taking time. I'm sure that, out of your busy schedule planning and everything else. But I know that the schedules are all done and locked in now. So you've got plenty of time, right? There's nothing else coming up.
Yeah, everything's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. Everything's
It's all fine. It's all fine. We're all good. All good now.
It's fine.
I like it this way.
So thank you again for joining us. Thank you for taking time out. Appreciate you volunteering your time to do this and doing DragonCon. So until next time, for Leigh, Gary, and why am I blanking? Help me, Joe. Look, I'm old too. Just so you know, I'm old. It just happened to be the time that my brain decided.
My name rhymes and everything. I try to make it easy.
All right, let's try this again.
Under it. Look.
Take 2, 4. I know, right? I would like to cheat. And just put their names. Well, anyway, for Joe, Gary, and Leigh, this is John saying until next time, a peace.
Bye.
And I'm supposed to play something here, aren't I?
Yes.
These two are just fighting. Stop it, or I'll turn this podcast right around.
You look out that window.
This was a production of The Unique Geek. Call our comment line at 8133210TUG. That's 81332108884. Email us at thegeeks@theuniquegeek.com or 50days@theuniquegeek.com. Follow The Unique Geek on Facebook and Twitter. This podcast is distributed under a Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial Share-alike license.
I'm old.
Oh, we're all old.